What's going on, everybody? I hope you guys are doing well. Welcome to drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. Also, welcome to the Black Financial Channel. It's so good to see all of you. And I want to say hello to everybody. Shout out the city you're from. Let me know what city you're from. And today we're actually going to talk a little bit about something that I read about banking scams. Apparently, there are these banking scams that are getting really big, that are a very big deal that involve text messages. And as I get started, really quick, do me a favor. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a yes in the chat if you can hear me okay. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me all right? I see some of you are saying no sound. So it looks like I'm going to have to shut this off because apparently the sound is not going through and I don't know why. So let me see here. All right. So you know what? I don't know what's happening here. So since I can't get sound on Instagram, I'm going to have to shut off my Instagram. But I was on Instagram for a minute. I was kind of happy because I was in Instagram jail for a while, and they banned me because they blocked me, I guess, because I said something I wasn't supposed to say or did something I wasn't supposed to do. You never know why they kick you off social media now. I guess King Zuckerberg makes that decision, and so I'm going to try to get back on the gram. My Instagram is the real Boyce Watkins, and also you can follow the Black Financial Channel on Instagram. So shout out the city you're from. M. Steele from Savannah, Georgia. Unreliable says Boyce was popping. What's pop? Oh, what's popping? You asking me? I thought you said Boyce was popping. Like I was. I used to be popping because I was going to tell you like I'm still popping. I think I'm still popping. What do y'all think? I think I'm still popping. All right. So anyway, let me just tell you all what I was thinking about today. So there was this thing I read, and I was reading Business Insider. I read financial news all the time, every day, all day long, just seeing what's going on in the world, so I can share what I know with you guys. And I saw that banking scams are on the rise. There are so many banking scams now that you really have to watch out for. With the advent of artificial intelligence, the number of banking scams has gone way, way up. According to the FTC, Federal Trade Commission, you got to be really careful, especially with artificial intelligence. Not only are they doing crazy stuff like imitating people's voices and stuff like that, but also they're sending you text messages pretending to be your bank. So a lot of you feel like you're protecting your account because you got these fraud alerts and stuff like that. And what they're actually doing now, which is just slick as hell and just dirty as hell, is they are actually texting you saying somebody's trying to break into your account. We have this unauthorized charge. Click this link to verify if this charge is yours. And so little do you know, when you click that link, they're putting spyware on your phone, or they may call you and say, hey, we're from Bank of America and we want to make sure that this account is okay. Can you give us your account number and your social security number and all this other information that will let us rob you? And it's just a freaking mess. And from what I understand, banking scams are way on the rise. And the numbers, they said the number they quoted in this article was like 330 million. I don't believe that. I think that the number of scams are actually higher than that. And I'm going to tell you, I've got scammed. I went into my account one day at Bank of America and saw all these charges. Somebody went to Target and just had a freaking shopping spree. They literally made, I want to say, like 2,000 transactions for like $10 a piece. It was the craziest thing. Like they this is how they do. They're just sneaky like that. So I guess they think that someone like me isn't going to notice it. They don't understand. I do go through my account. I check everything, and I had to go back and get all these charges reversed, and it's just such a mess. Lon says they got me this weekend. Yeah, this is kind of a common thing. Like these banking scams are kind of everywhere right now, and so so let me just tell you what I do now with my stuff. All my credit cards are pretty much on lock. I treat my credit cards the way I treat my car. The way I treat my car is that if I'm not driving it, it ain't gonna be open. If I'm not using it, then it's not open. And so basically with the credit cards, the same thing. If I want to make a charge, I I say, well, hold on for a minute. I unlock the card on my phone on the app, and then I make the charge, and then I lock it back up, just like I do with my car. And by the way, can y'all hear me now? Earlier on Instagram, y'all said y'all could not hear me. Can y'all hear me? Give me a yes, yo, if you, because I know you guys can hear me. I'm getting paranoid now. And by the way, as you give me the sound check, I want to let you know you're watching drboycetv.com, the home for intelligent Black people. We are on Spotify, so if you look my name up on Spotify, you will find me there. Also, I'm going to be coming outside a little bit in the next couple of weeks. I'm going to be speaking in Illinois at JJ Conway's her Juneteenth event right out by O'Hare Airport on Thursday, and the conference is Thursday and Friday. And that's also going to be at my website, boycewatkins.com, if you want to join us there. And then I'm going to go to Seattle July 8th. That's also on my website, boycewatkins.com. And then I'm going to go to Atlanta this weekend. I'm going to speak at that Juneteenth event in Centennial Park to talk about our movie. We're making movies now. It's called B1 the Movie, directed by Rick Mathis. And what else is happening? Oh, I'm going to be on this podcast. I forgot. Hardly Initiated. These brothers, they did a great interview with Kaba Cabernet, and he was talking about Black fatherhood. And I said, I like these guys. I like what they're doing. So I put their content on my page, and they hit me up. They said, we've been looking for you. We want to interview. I said, yeah, I'd like to come on this podcast because I respect smart Black people. And the guy literally tells me that he was a student in the Black business school, and we helped inspire him to quit his job and build his empire. And his podcast is taking off. It's called Hardly Initiated. So I was super proud. I'm always happy when I see that the work we're doing here is helping you have a better life. So, so God bless you if you're in that category. Last but not least, I did get a call from Miss Tasha K. I finally agreed to go on Tasha K's show. So that's going to be interesting. Hopefully Tasha K is going to be nice. But that's going to happen tomorrow. It's not live, though. It's not live, but I'll let you guys know if it comes out. And I like those. Every now and then I like those fun conversations. And Tasha's good at what she does. All right. So anyway, so what we're talking about are these scamming alerts that are happening. The FTC basically says that the amount of scamming has gone up. They said scammers are increasingly fooling people with text messages pretending to be their bank. The text mimic notifications for fraudulent charges. So a good way for people to scam you is by pretending that they're the people you can trust, right? The easiest way for somebody to rob you is to show up and say, I'm, a police officer, right? Because then you let your guard down, you let them in, you let them do whatever they want. And so this is what they're kind of doing. Let's see here. What else is, let's see. Somebody says our team has been DM'd by scammers on your YouTube. Oh, thank you, the Objective News Agency. Yeah, that's another scam thing that's out here. There are people apparently pretending to be Boyce Watkins. If you think that I'm hitting you up in your DMs, just know I don't do that. I don't crawl up in people's DMs like that. And also they'll try to get you to go to WhatsApp. I do not have a WhatsApp page. I do not offer to sell crypto to you. So please don't do that. All right. So thank you for following up and please report them. Thank you for that. All right. So it says the text mimic notifications of fraudulent charges. Scammers often call people who respond to the text. So if you get this text and you respond, they're more likely to call you. The FTC said bank impersonation led to $330 million in reported consumer losses in 2022, which is double from 2021. I believe the number is bigger. I believe the number is over $1 billion. I really believe that, because the other thing too, think about it. A lot of it doesn't get reported. A lot of people get robbed and they don't know that they got robbed. Or if they get robbed, they don't have the time to necessarily go report that to the bank. So I think the number is much bigger than that. And they said the scammers might craft a text message from Bank of America or Wells Fargo that says something like, Wells Fargo Bank Alert, did you attempt to purchase at Walmart for $1,263.89? Reply yes or no. Those who see the message and quickly reply could then get a call from the scammer claiming to be from the bank's fraud department. Alternatively, the text will ask the person to call a number that they say is the bank's fraud department. So they're basically saying, don't call this number, don't answer if they call you, don't talk to them, and don't click on anything, right? Get all your information out of your banking app. If you have Bank of America, they have an app. Get in the app and get your information there. I know somebody who worked with a guy. This is real story, real life, real stuff happened, in my world. This poor old man was 90 years old and he had $2 million in crypto. He was having trouble accessing his crypto. So this poor guy, this poor 90-year-old man gets on the internet and searches for Coinbase customer service. He did not know that the scammers had put out a fake number on the internet that popped up in the Google search for Coinbase customer service. So he called the number that he thought was Coinbase customer service, and they took $2 million of this poor old man's crypto. I mean, they're getting really sophisticated with this. And it's really crazy because with AI, let me just tell y'all, I think that we sleeping on AI a little bit. Like I'm getting a little bit nervous about the AI. I like it because I'm a techie. I love the AI and what it can do. It makes things easy. The computers are smart. But I saw a video today. It was a video where this Google engineer was on a podcast hosted by a brother from Britain. He had a British accent. Shout out to black people in Britain. Y'all just the coolest people ever. Whenever I do an event in Britain or in England or London, it always sells out. Like the people there are just amazing. You really got to check out your brothers and sisters across the sea. Amazing people. And so this brother had this great podcast and he interviewed this guy. And this guy was literally saying that we need to really be on alert when it comes to AI. He said AI is a bigger threat to our existence than global warming. He says that it's a bigger threat to our existence than nuclear war. And it got my attention. Like, whoa. Here's the thing that was crazy. This guy claimed that I don't have his name in front of me, but he was an Indian guy and he was some sort of head of something important at Google. And he quit. He quit his job and he said that it won't be like decades down the line when this happens. He said it could be a matter of months. He said it could be a matter of months before we're running from the machines. And I was like, months? So I don't know if he was exaggerating for a dramatic effect, but when I think about AI, I also think about things like scamming. I mean, now you can, like you may not even be if you're watching on YouTube, you may not be looking at me. You may be looking at a deep fake. I bet you in the next 2 years there will be a deep fake that I could create of me with my same mannerisms, same head movements, same voice inflections, and you might think you're actually watching me. And this is Google has this new assistant out that they're pushing because they're part of the AI arms race right now. And I saw a demo of their Google Assistant, and the Google Assistant got on the phone and made a haircut appointment for her boss, for the person who for the boss, right? And this it was Diary of a CEO. There you go. That's what it was. Yeah. So thank you for that, Miss Court. And the assistant gets on the phone and is like, I'd like to make an appointment for a women's haircut. And they're like, okay, well, we don't have any times available in the next 2 hours. How about after 3 p.m.? She says, well, do you have anything between 5 and 7? And she's like, well, hold on, let me check. So the lady's like, well, let me check the calendar. And the AI is like, okay, mm-hmm. And she's like, mm-hmm, like literally talking like a person, like, and it sounded like the most natural conversation you would ever hear in your life. So I just really think that at some point, I think we're probably going to get to a point where literally, in order for me to know that it's you, I'm going to need to be sitting right next to you, talking directly to you. So on one hand, it's very exciting to see what AI can do for the world. On the other hand, it's going to be kind of scary. People will be able to fake and lie and pretend. And we talk about getting catfished, on dating apps. That's what they're talking about. They're talking about people using AI to go on Tinder and all these other sites to really take advantage of people, lonely people, that they can get their money out of them or whatever. They can do videos now and audio and phone calls and all that. Everything fake. So, just beware. Be really careful. I want you to protect your money. And stick around to the end of the video. I will grab one of the stocks that I just purchased, and I'll let you guys know what I'm invested in case that actually helps you. If you want to learn more about stocks and stuff like that, just go to my website, boycewatkins.com. You can do a free trial in my stock market investing class if you want. I also have a training there that everyone loves. It's free. It's called How to Make Money Without Working. Feel free to take a look at that. And also, I want to make sure I give a shout out to MJ West Solutions, MJWest.Solutions. This brother's all about health. He's a veteran. Shout out to all the veterans. And his platform is amazing. And it's a Black-owned business, and it's helping to sponsor this podcast. And his product is really, really good. So just take a visit to a site. Take a look and see what the brother's got going on. We got to support Black-owned businesses. His website is MJWest.Solutions. And if you have a Black-owned business and you'd like to get a shout out on the podcast, just go to drboycefinance.com, talk to Micah, and we can make a deal. You support us, we support you. We want to see you do well and make money. Just help us grow. That's important. All right, so a couple more points that they make here, and then I'll mention the stock that I like. They said that the solution to protect yourself is to be aware of these scams. If you get such a message, don't respond immediately. As soon as you can, review your transaction history to verify that such a transaction is pending, and call the bank using the phone numbers on your statements or your card. So don't use the number they give you. Use the number that's on your statement. Use the number that's on your card. I'm going to tell you this. I don't know how many of you all are getting, like, is anybody else getting text messages from people you don't know on a regular basis? Who is anybody else? Am I like the only sucker in the room who's getting stuff like this because I get all these text messages from like all these people trying to scam me. Like a lot of times it's like women, right? So it'll be some woman saying like, hey Teresa, I'll see you tonight at 5 o'clock. And right, and if I text back just kind of playing around, I'll be like, sorry, you have the wrong number. And then she'll say, oh, well, who is this? Right. And then I would kind of play along. I was like, oh, my name's Steve. Who are you? And she'll be like, oh, my name's Missy, and I just moved to the city and I'm looking to make some friends, right? And I think it's crazy, right? So and then also I get random text messages. Oh, after I bought a house in Atlanta, I started getting text messages from people that want to buy the house like immediately. I don't know if it's legit or not. I do know that, and I did a video about this. Corporations are buying up literally thousands of houses all across the country. Atlanta's kind of a hot spot for this, and what that's done is it's pushed up the price of rent to be almost out of control. It's also pushing up home prices to be almost out of control. So they literally hit me up once a month and try to buy my house. And so what I then do is I hit them back. I think I paid like, I don't know, let's say I paid 670 for the house or something. I'll hit them back and I'll say, oh yeah, I'll sell you the house for $900,000 or something, right? Just to see, like, like if they want to meet, we can talk or whatever. But I'm not selling my property. That's not going to happen. So then I don't hear from them anymore. So maybe they're really trying to offer me the money. I don't know if it's real or not. But all this stuff is kind of happening. So I encourage you to be really careful. The other thing, way to protect your money, a simple thing you can do is don't put all your money in one place if you can. I have multiple accounts where I put my money. I don't put my money all in one location. If you remember, Usain Bolt lost like his whole life savings because he had all of his money with this one investment group, and this one lady was basically like running just an elaborate scam allegedly that was basically taking all his wealth. Don't put all your wealth in one spot. Don't make yourself easy to get got like that. Spread your money out. Put your money into different assets. That's a simple investing concept called diversification. It works. And all that means, your grandma explained it to you when you're little, when she said, baby, don't put all your eggs in one basket. That's it. That's all that is. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. All right. So what is the stock that I like for this week? I'm opening up my E-Trade account. As I do that, please hit the thumbs up button, thumbs up, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when we go live. And also, I want to give, as we do this, I'm going to give a shout out to our other sponsor, enjoymylife.info. Enjoymylife.info is YGP Incorporated. Booker T. Williams is the CEO. It's a business opportunity that you can do from the comfort of your own home or cell phone. More information at the link will take you to a Facebook group. So enjoymylife.info. I am not vouching for this business. I haven't had a chance to really look at this company in detail. So be careful with anything that's there. I'm going to try to look into this, and if it's not something I like, then I won't mention it again. But they're supporting the podcast, so I'm going to mention them. But if you don't like what you see, come back and let us know, because if something isn't appropriate, then I don't want any parts of it. So not to say that they're not appropriate. Go check them out, see what they got going on. All right, so let me hop in here and pull up a stock. I'm waiting for my E-Trade to open up. It's taking a little while. This week, the stock market, in case you want to talk about what's going on with the market, it's been really, really good. If you've been invested, my God, I pray to white Jesus, black Jesus, and baby Jesus that you've been listening to me when we were talking about investing. So for example, Amazon was one of my biggest positions, and I've talked to you guys about that. And what I did what is called a call spread on Amazon, a long-term call spread. That's where you buy a call and you sell a call at the same time, and you make money if the stock goes up. Basically, you're hoping the stock goes up. That's how they work. And I was really astonished by how quickly that position made an insane amount of money. Like, I was really shocked. I thought it might take 6 months to a year. It took about 4 weeks for it to like shoot past the strike prices and all that. Only regret I have is that I didn't invest more. And so that my E-Trade's not opening up. I don't know why. It's kind of making me mad right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look down here. And every week in the Black Business School, I let the students know what stocks I'm interested in, what stocks I like. Okay, so the stock that I like is Palantir, PLTR. Palantir is one of the stocks that I did buy a position in. So feel free to go take a look at Palantir. Whatever you pick, wherever you invest, just be consistent. If you go to boycewatkins.com, there's the $5 a day investing plan that you can do for your family. I'm trying to get everybody to do that. Trying to get everybody to invest for your kids. Also, I have a new book out called The 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power. It's a bestseller. It's on Amazon. Feel free to go to Amazon and take a look at the book. All right, guys. Well, God bless you. It was great talking to you, and I always enjoy seeing you, and I cannot wait to see you soon. If you want to come hang out with us next week in Chicago or outside Chicago at O'Hare at the Juneteenth event hosted by JJ Conway, you can go to boycewatkins.com. Also, Seattle's July 8th. That's also at boycewatkins.com. So I hope to see you soon. God bless you, and I'll talk to you guys later. Take care now. Peace.